Talk about LeBron. Like, look, hey, that's all we got right now. Because Doran being a little punk, not signing with the Pistons. But once the season pick up, you know, we gonna be straight. But I don't know if you how long you've been sitting in there, but if you got a chance to glimpse at this is what people doing right now. Just hold on. Take a look at this. Why is that not showing up? All right. This is what people doing. Greatest 76ers of all time. Look who they got as number one. And guess who missing?
Dr. J.
this this is the world we coming to right now. Like LeBron James ain't played now one damn game in the Sixers jersey, and they got him in front of all these people. What you guys say about that?
I if you talk about based off his previous career over these guys, I mean, I can't really dispute it. I mean, Charles ain't got one, Iverson ain't got one, Embiid ain't one.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna stop you in your tracks. This says greatest 76ers of all time, so you can't count previous anything. 76ers, which means, in my eyes, you have to have played at least a game in a 76ers uniform.
Right. So I have to assume that they must be talking about, before, because he hasn't played for them yet. That's what I'm going off. That's what I'm going off. So if that's not the case, then his name don't need to be on there. So they actually kind of slow. They doing some slow shit.
I
But
mean, hmm
I
all
mean,
right. So I'll put it to you like this. Let's go off of your way, the way you doing it. What if somebody? Well, this was the Pistons. It said greatest Pistons of all time, and they had him number one. Even though don't know Pistons, I don't think got as many championships as him and stuff. But it say greatest Piston of all time, and you want to include everything he did. Would you have him ahead above everybody?
no, that's like when Durant went to Golden State. Y'all really gonna put him number one? Like that's crazy. And I rock with Durant. But how can you put a free agent signee that you just picked up as that? That's actually retarded. That's
Yeah.
borderline like y'all not doing your homework, bro. Like, come on, man.
So I think so. Also, out of all these guys, hold on, I'm doing my research, but I think Dr. J, the person who not on this list, I think he the only one to bring this the Sixers a championship. Maybe Wilt, but I know Iverson and Bede and Barkley didn't.
Well,
Uh,
they said they ain't won since '83. That was Dr. J was there, right?
yeah, but you know Wilt played before then, so he could have brought them one.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know Will played in Philly, man. I thought he was with the Lakers, man.
Yeah, so Wilt won the championship with them in 1966-67.
Hmm.
So, if that's the case, to me, no disrespect to Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is the most popular Sixer of all time. But if it's me, if this is my team, um, Dr. J and Wilt one or two for me. This is my team. Iverson the most popular Sixer, but you know, if you bring my team a championship, plus all the records Wilt got is insane.
I I would have to agree with that. I ain't mad at that take.
Yeah, and B wouldn't even make the list for me. I'm sorry.
LeBron saved the Lakers. And anyone debating otherwise is either making up or doesn't know what they're talking about.
Hey Nick, stop saying LeBron James saved the Lakers and give AD, Dwight Howard, and those other guys their credit.
Yeah. That LeBron saved the franchise is not an acceptable opinion. Oh, but Nick, the future was bright. No, the it wasn't. When LeBron James decided to sign with the Lakers, they were, of the 30 teams in the NBA, the single worst team in.
The year before LeBron got there, the Lakers were 35 and 47. The year LeBron got there, they were 37 and 45. And you said that the Lakers were the worst team in the NBA before he got there. There was 8 teams that was worse than the Lakers before LeBron got there. And not to mention, again, the Lakers team wasn't even the same. You want to know who the Lakers signed that year when they won the championship? We all know Anthony Davis. I forgot they signed DeMarcus Cousins. He just tore his ACL and didn't play that year. Danny Green, Avery Bradley, Dwight Howard, Jared Dudley, Quinn Cook, Troy Daniels.
The league. That is not a matter of opinion. They play games, they have wins and losses. In the 5 years before LeBron got there, they had the fewest wins. So yeah, LeBron saved that team.
They wasn't even the same team. So what are you talking about? LeBron saved the Lakers. Why don't you give Dwight Howard some credit, Anthony Davis some credit, Danny Green, Avery Bradley, Rajon Rondo, who came the same year as LeBron James. So they had nothing to do with the Lakers winning the championship that year. LeBron did not save the Lakers. Stop it. You always leave out the fact that they were 37 and 45 the year he got there. And then I already know what you're going to do. You're going to give up the injury excuse, right? But you never give Jordan that same credit when you talk about him with the Washington Wizards. Let's look at some similarities with Michael Jordan and LeBron James from the Washington Wizards and LeBron's first year with the Lakers.
Let me ask you this though. Like, I understand it's kind of slow and everything right now, man. You know, we got the NFL tonight, man. A little preseason Hall of Fame game. You know, we ain't got much NBA talk, but why we got to do this though?
Do what?
I don't care about LeBron, dog. Why we why we got to talk about this?
What else you got to talk about?
Man, we could talk about these trade scenarios for Jalen Duran.
All right, what's the trade scenarios? I mean, everybody already like we already talked about Kevin Durant. What's the other one?
They saying Dallas will be interested in the first round pick for Daniel Gafford. Would you trade Duran in the first round pick to get Gafford as our new starting center?
No.
He did go to the to the NBA Finals, bro, with Kyrie and Luka a couple years ago. You're only 27. You wouldn't do that?
Hold on, I need more context in that. Gafford, what's his first name?
Daniel Gafford.
Hold on.
You don't know who that? Okay.
I know who he
So
is, but I ain't sitting up here like I know everything about him. Like, come on now. I mean, that's kind of troubling right there for me already. I watch basketball a lot.
I'm just saying, he was the starting center for a team that went to the finals, bro. So he averaged like 11.7 rebounds, 2 blocks. I mean, I think Detroit needs to seriously consider moving off of Duren if this is gonna
Yeah,
continue.
but I don't think it should be a desperate move.
No, I don't think that's. You think that's a desperate move?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute. All right, he played for the Mavericks. Yeah, nah. This guy hasn't played close to a full season since 2023. I'm seeing 2024, 45 games, 2020. My bad. Oh, he got traded. All right. 29 games, 57, 55. Uh, I don't know, man.
How you feel about Miles Turner?
6 rebounds, 9 points. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
How you feel about Miles Turner? Yeah.
Who else are we getting? Like, is it a 1-for-1 trade? Like,
I mean,
if these guys, if this is 1-for-1 trades, I'm not with it.
okay. So you don't like both of these guys that played in the finals was the starting center for these teams to get to the finals. One just a couple years ago in 2024, Miles Turner went to the Pacers. And then I'm sorry, 2025 Miles Turner with the Pacers, 2024 Gafford with the Mavericks. So these guys are a little older and Duren, obviously. But
it's not about this. It's not really about the age,
I,
man. I mean, I don't
I'm
think
just
they. Yeah, they went to the finals. I don't think they match up to Duren to be doing a 1-for-1 trade. I'm not saying Duren is all world and all that stuff, but I don't. From what I'm looking at, from what I'm seeing, like I don't think they match up. They got to throw something else in there, and then we giving away a first round draft pick. No, I don't think that's worth it. I wouldn't do it.
do you think that Detroit should consider signing trades at this point with how long this is dragging out?
Yeah, I do, but it got to make sense.
Okay.
Like, I feel like if they do, because like I'm looking at these guys, like we know Duren, even though he didn't do much in the playoffs, in the regular season, he did average 19 and 10 on which is at least 50% shooting. Like these guys, I'm looking at average 9 points, 5 rebounds, 44% shooting. Nah, man, like you talk about a 1-for-1 swap, and we giving away a first round draft pick. That ain't smart at all.
Let me interest you in this. Cade Cunningham
Mm-hmm.
had the most assists to any other player he's ever played with his NBA career so far. To Jalen Duren. He got 136 assists off of him last season. I'm not trying to no disrespect to Duren, bro, but he's basically being spoon fed by one of the best guards in pro basketball. You don't think that Cunningham, if you swapped out Duren for Gafford or Miles Turner or Jared Allen from Cleveland or you don't think it could work?
I'm not saying it won't work. I'm just saying it's not an even trade. Because these guys are averaging 10 points less than Duren. 5 rebounds less. Rebounds ain't got nothing to do with Cade.
What I'm saying is
I mean,
If
you
he
talking about
looked,
the offense, right?
I'm just talking about putting another body there. Let's say he's no longer a Piston.
Mhm.
I believe if you swapped him out with someone else, 5, 6 years a little older or that little more seasoned in the league, I based on what we saw in the playoffs the past 2 seasons, not just this past season against Orlando and Cleveland. The year before against New York, he wasn't the greatest. This is
Okay,
2 years worth now.
so,
With
so
like,
how do these two guys answer your playoffs question? Because obviously they ain't make it to the finals because of them. If that's what you're trying to say,
uh, what I'm trying to say is he was supposed to be our second best player, bro. And look, he folded like a lawn chair, right? So
right?
we had to bank on Asar playing out of his mind. He had to lead the playoffs in steals and blocks. He had to bring us back down 3-1 along with K against Orlando. You had to bank on an aging Tobias Harris, who's never averaged 18 a game for a playoff series in his whole career. He had to turn back, like find something to get us out of that first round series against the Magic. I'm not trying to sit up here and act like we should give away Durant for a bag of chips, but they need to strongly consider it's a possibility, man. You might have to get up off and like do something different.
Honestly, it's like I told you we was talking yesterday. If they do that, it's the same. It's the same thing I told you about if they let this go on into summer camp. I got to look at them a different way. I got to look at them like they weak. If they do that,
Training
I,
camp.
I what I said, yeah, it's training camp. But I got to look at them a different way. Because these guys don't even match up. Lord, like what? I'm just looking at the numbers and I'm trying to remember for what I've seen them play because I don't watch every single game, but I do remember my man's from these guys from the finals a little bit. These guys don't match up to Durham. Like not even close.
Did
So
you watch did you watch the first 2 rounds against Orlando and Cleveland, right?
you talking about with us?
This past season, did
You
Orlando
talking about,
and Cleveland.
yeah.
Did you watch
So
it, right?
what I'm saying to you is yeah, that's my question to you. How do these two guys fix our playoffs issues that we had with Durham?
Well, first of all, they more experienced. They've been there, done that. They don't have to average 20 for us. If you recall, Durham was getting averaging 2 to 4 rebounds. He wasn't even forget scoring. I don't
I'm
care
not
about
even.
scoring.
I'm not talking about scoring either. What I'm telling you is, I'm looking at these stats right now. These guys aren't doing anything different than what Duran is doing. If in fact, it's worse. That's my point to you. So you're gonna if they do this trade, how do you think the city of Detroit is gonna feel? Not how you feel about it. I guarantee you, the city of Detroit is gonna be upset if they do something like that. They will be like, "Damn, I can't." They will. Everybody gonna say we lost. We let Durant get his way. You already know, like these guys don't. Now, what I'm saying is, if you add another player in there, because you're talking about, well, not you. You said it was an article or something you read. They talking about doing those trades plus giving up a first round draft pick. That's crazy to
If,
me. No,
if there's somehow some way they can get a Gafford over here, a PJ Washington, and maybe Klay Thompson for Duran and Duncan Robinson in the first round pick, I
I
do
mean
that.
now you talking, but
I'm
you
just
talking
trying to
about
come up with
one
you.
for
So you
one.
don't like the 1-on-1. Okay, that's
No,
fine.
because like they're not equal. Like I said, I'm definitely not saying Duran is like this great player, but they not even what he is. I mean, I'm sorry, they not.
And again, you thinking about scoring. I'm not.
I'm not thinking about
I'm not
scoring.
thinking about
Mike,
scoring.
when you was talking about this, you must didn't hear what I said. When you was talking about the assist with K, I said this guy averaged half the rebounds during this. That's what I said.
And then you said something like, "Yeah, his scoring is way lower."
No, I said that first, and then you was talking about the assist. And then when
Mm.
you must have missed it when I said this guy averaged half the rebounds that Durant averaged.
Basically, I brought up the assist because I'm to emphasize, like, I believe if you switched him out with another center in this league, he is still get them assist up. Like, if Paul Reed got to be the starter next year, he can finish place. I'm not trying
So,
to. I'm not trying to.
so what it sound like to me is you just ready to get off the Duran thing. Like no matter how we do it, let's get up off of him.
I think
Because my
he's letting
thing
you
is,
know.
if you willing to do that, why not do the Sabonis trade?
Not to be funny, like Sabonis is a better like passer and like more crafty around the rim and everything like that. He's made 3 All-Star teams. I I would feel comfortable doing it, but has he ever been a good defender at that position? No.
I mean,
And
but
I
we
think
might
maybe
not.
that played a part. I think that played a part in them passing on that. But everything else, I don't know. I might have done it to be honest. I might have done it to be honest with you. Because you
Yeah,
send him to Sacramento, they're not gonna win nothing anyway.
that's what I'm saying. Like you might as well just go ahead and do that if you going. And was they even asking for a first round draft pick for that? Or is that you coming up with that, or you read it somewhere that they want Gafford for in the first round draft pick?
No, that's just something. That was just something they were saying like to get Gafford.
Oh,
They would want a first round draft pick, and I'm like, Detroit on all they picks, so why not?
I don't think that's worth a first round draft. I think like you use the first round draft pick for at least somebody that a lot of people know like this that's doing something. Like I
I
don't
mean,
think a guy
dude,
like
well, how Detroit, how as good as they've been the past couple seasons, and they on their rise, that's gonna be like in the low 20s anyway.
that don't
So
matter, man.
what are we
It's
really
better than the
missing?
second round. You can find somebody in the low 20s. That's better than just having a second round draft pick.
I just think at this point, man, Rendurin, man, it's looking like, man, he gonna do something slow. He might mess around, take the qualifying offer, and we gonna be hit. But
Yeah. I mean, but that's why I asked you that question. If he like, hey, I want to take the qualifying offer, do we have to give him the qualifying offer? Or can we just say we trading him?
I'm just more so like, if it get to that point, I don't think they should allow it to get to that point. If that's his last go-to move, we gonna be in trouble.
But they already are letting it get to that point.
So that's why I'm like, when I'm reading this stuff, it's like y'all should be considering just moving on. Just move on, bro. Like just move on. This young man, obviously is upset. He wanted he actually wanted last summer to get paid before he even hit restricted free agency. And maybe now, maybe we should have just went ahead and just took care of him, because what we offering is what he was asking for last summer. So they made him say, go out there and prove it. He made an all-star team. He made, all NBA third team. But still, to me, you are not worth the max. So now that we are willing to give you what you were looking for last summer, why the fuck won't you take it? That's why I don't get. Why won't you take it?
Wait, hold on. So I'm reading up on this. Um, this is saying we have to offer him the qualifying offer. Um,
We already have.
they offered him the qualifying offer.
You have to do that. That's standard procedure when it's a restricted free agent. So you do that initially.
Oh, then we don't lie. We screwed then. There's nothing we can do because if he accepts it, it's over.
He's not going to accept that. He's not going to accept that. So he'd be
I
an idiot
think.
to accept it.
Look, man, I ain't gonna lie. I think the Pistons dropping the ball on this. I do. They are. Because if we take the qualifying offer, we go basically next year is in the toilet. I mean, I'm right. If Doran takes the qualifying offer, which you said that they already offered him because we had to. I mean, I can't fault them for that. But next year, you can't count on him. What are you gonna do? Bench him the whole year?
I just think they
That's
need to be.
basically that's a wasted roster spot.
I just don't think they was proactive, man. I don't think they thought about a plan B. I think they just thought he was going to accept it. It's going to be cool and over with, and they didn't have a backup plan. Now,
So
I don't
does
know
he
what they're
want?
going to do, man.
Does he want? Does he want 40 mil or he want 45?
Man, the last report I saw, he want the max. The max. He want all of it. Boss.
So I don't. Hmm. So it says Jalen Duran, his camp is aiming for a full max contract, 57 million annual. Jesus Christ. Hey man, hey, look. Honestly, Pistons screwed. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, I know you don't want to hear this. I know Pistons fans out there listening. I don't want to hear this. They should have once he said he didn't want to accept. They should have already started to sign and trade. You know what the problem is now? Now all these GMs know that nobody wants him, so they're not gonna give us nothing for him. I'm sitting up here thinking this whole time that we got him in the corner, he got us in the corner. We're gonna have to give him that money. They're gonna have to give him that money because you're not gonna be able to. The only way you're gonna be able to sign him, you're gonna have to give him that max and trade him at the deadline. Nobody's gonna take him right now because, well, they will take him, but they're not gonna give up shit, nothing for him. I wouldn't. I mean, honestly, put yourself in another GM shoes right now, and you watching all this. Would you give up somebody for him? Somebody worth trading for him, knowing that he don't want to be there, knowing that no other GM wants him? It's not gonna be like a fight.
Man,
And I think that's the angle his agent is playing. Now that we sitting here talking about all this, and you just told me that about the qualifying offer, yeah, the Pistons screwed themselves, man. They should have traded him in the beginning, before all this free agency stuff happened.
Jalen Duran kind of showing his ass, man. Like,
He is. I agree with that.
for you to, for you to kind of, for you to have like one of the best seasons of your young career still, and to attempt to finagle us to give you a max contract more than Kate Cunningham, but you're not better than, more money than all these other players in the league that's way better than you at this stage of your career. It's actually crazy. For you to try to weasel your way to leave Detroit, a franchise on the come up that you helped build up, to try to go to Sacramento is just, see, once he start talking like that, I'm already in my mind, okay, you just want that bread. So you don't matter winning or the camaraderie you built up with Cade and all these, like, the coaching staff, and you want that money. Oh, I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know if we want somebody here like that with that mentality. But it's gonna be interesting to see what they come up with. But I do think at this point, the longer this goes on, it's not good, man. It's just not good.
Do you think JB? My bad. Do you think Troy Weaver can get fired over this?
You mean Trajan Layden?
Yeah. My bad. Because if you think about it, he fucked up. I can't. My bad. He messed up.
it's hard to say get fired when
I ain't saying he should be fired, but I'm saying, do you think that the owner would look at it, Tom Gorse would look at it and be like, "You let this get too far"?
nah, this is one of those situations where this man, everything he's done has been successful since he got here, man. You got the right head coach and JB Bickerstaff. You the first season we didn't have to mess with the playing tournament. We went right to the playoffs as a 6th seed. You brought in Malik Beasley, you brought in Tobias Harris, you brought in Tim Hardaway. You hit on everything you were supposed to hit on. The next season we go to 60 wins, number one in the East. It's not, no, he's not in trouble. What they done in the past 2 seasons is the most we've seen in 20 years in Pistons basketball. That's just a fact.
So is this even a mark on his resume?
The only thing that's bothersome to me is just the fact that we didn't get a secondary creator. And I know they was trying to get one. They was doing their best to get one. That's the only thing I can say right now. But we still got the trade deadline to solve that problem. But this Jalen Duren issue,
But
I don't know how it's gonna.
I feel like you could have solved that problem once you realized Duren wasn't go sign. You could have easily just been like, all right, so we just go do a sign and trade, and you could have found your second score. Now that they done went through all this stuff, and even if you realize how hard it's gonna be to trade him if they give him the 57 million,
They can't do that, man.
it's
They
either
can't do
that, it's either they go give him that. Either one or two things are gonna happen, Mike. Either they go give him that, or he go take the qualifying offer, and next year go be. I ain't saying it's gonna be a bust because I think we'll still be good without him, but it's gonna be hard to watch because we wasting a roster spot. That's the only two options. If he's really holding, because think about it, he been holding out on this for what, 2 months? So that means he not gonna budge. He not gonna all of a sudden and come up and be like, all right, I'll take 35, I'll take 40. It's gonna have to be at least 50 or high 40s, 48.
I can't see Trajan budging that much, bro.
I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying I think that's the only two options. If you don't want to talk to him about, all right, because even if you talk to him about doing a sign and trade, you gotta convince him to take like 30. So any GMs and even anybody can even work with that type of money to do a trade. Which is what's gonna make him if they do give him 50, that's gonna make it hard to trade him at the trade deadline. And like you said, what's that? 30% of our cap space? Yeah, man. Durham probably just killed us.
Well, they probably should have reconsidered letting Stu go so quick, but
I'm gonna say unless they give him the money and he play his ass off. You don't seem too confident in that.
it'd just be nice to just if this would just be resolved, but I'm just trying to figure out like a real GM would have had a backup plan. I'm not Trajan has done a hell of a job since we've been here. I'm not trying to play him or like talk down or none of that, but at this point, y'all gotta start thinking about something else because this don't look like it's going in our favor. It just don't. Shoot, but I'm done talking about Durham, bro. What else we talking about? I'm done talking about him, bro.
What else you got? Because I got hold on. Oh, we could talk about. Did you hear what Shannon said about Ahmad Rashad?
No.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Basically, Shannon a fool, man. Shannon, I'm telling you right now, he got a serious problem. With that, about that.
Nobody has had a relationship with a player like Ahmad Rashad had with Michael Jordan.
Hello.
Michael
Not
Jordan,
one person ever said he glazed.
Yeah.
Not one person ever said he was on the payroll. Not one person. Now, if you like a player, you're on the payroll. Tell me what they said to that, chat.
Hey, and it's because how we ingest the information and how we see everything. And today, the media is different. It wasn't that much damn. You couldn't only see that on the Ahmad Rashad show, or you know what I mean?
On the Sunday game of the week.
You know what I mean? Now
we
we ingest so much, bro. Like and I feel like media is at an all-time high with a lot of former athletes, you know, giving back.
That's a good thing, Joe.
No, it is. I know it. That's what I'm saying.
So many more, because there's so many more outlets, Joe. There's so many more opportunities for you to get revenue. Back then, there was only one place.
There you go.
That was it.
There you go. So you got so many people. It's a lot of people with different opinions.
And that is your opinion. But let me ask you a question. When did this? So what were Michael Jordan fans called? Were they called fans or were they called stands? What was Kobe fans called? Were they called fans or were they called stands? What was Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, Dr. J? What were their fans called? Were they called fans or were they called stands? Joe, I throw it to you first.
Nah.
What were they called? Fans or stands?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were called fans.
Yeah. I got it.
Hey, Ocho, what do they call LeBron fans?
Okay. I mean, obviously stands right now. You got to understand culturally, the lingo has changed since then. So back then, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, they had fans. Now, you know, we've ushered in a new generation that has changed the way we talk. They changed the dialogue.
Oh, I know what it was called back then.
Slang.
They weren't saying nobody, oh, you jocking that man. Get out that man jock.
Oh, no.
That go way back. So, okay, I'm glad you said it, Ocho, because you said the lingo changed.
Yeah.
So back then it was called jocking.
Yes,
so who said you jocking Jordan? Who said you jocking Kobe? Who said you jocking Magic or Larry? I'm glad you did that, Ocho. See, hey, Joe, you see how I open the door? See, that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to open the door because Ocho don't want to open the door.
Yeah.
So I got to kind of nudge it.
Yeah.
I got to try to nudge it. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You can look. Bro, y'all see all them damn Jordan shoes I got?
Yeah.
Y'all see all them Kobe shoes I got? I love them all. I do believe I can appreciate LeBron. I can appreciate Kobe. I can appreciate Jordan. I believe that. Now, you got who you believe is the GOAT. That's an argument that's never going to be decided. They never got an opportunity to play each other. Jordan says it's not fair for him to say him to go because I didn't play against, some of the Bill Russells. I didn't play against the Wilt Chamberlains. I didn't play against some of those guys. And some of the guys that's going to come along didn't play against me. And some of the guys didn't play against me.
Yeah, man. So basically, I don't know if he's trying to compare himself to Ahmad Rashad, but me personally, I used to watch Inside Stuff. I don't recall Ahmad Rashad dissing nobody else to say Jordan was great. I don't call him actually dissing no player. He used to always just be like, just have people on their show and just chop it up with them. I mean, I don't know. Like, am I remembering correctly?
I always thought Ahmad Rashad was just fair, like kept it real. came across as authentic and just professional. I mean, you know, LeBron fans. One thing I just don't like is that just because we're not saying that this man is not the GOAT doesn't mean he's not respected. Doesn't mean he's not appreciated for what he's accomplished in his career. I don't get why you have to tear somebody else down to up him. And you know, you every time I look up Rich Paul's on somebody else's podcast, was Max Kellerman or you know, and then y'all gotta bring up Kobe and it's like, can we stop? Can we just stop?
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, did you hear hey, I ain't got a clip of it or nothing, but you brought up Max. Did you hear this retard said that I'm sorry. Hey, I didn't mean to say that. Let me take that back. Did you hear this?
This dude is stupid.
Did you hear this fool said LeBron first round playoffs against the Rockets was better than Karl Malone's entire career?
Did he really say the entire career?
And Rich Paul gonna sit up there and say, "Yeah, respectfully."
Do they all work for Clutch, man?
Hey,
Like,
you know what? Everybody was waiting for Max to come back. Remember, like he left First State, he was gone for like 3 years. I think 2 or 3 years. Everybody's waiting for him to come back. And he come back doing this stuff. Like that's crazy to say that LeBron James first round against the Houston Rockets is better than Karl Malone's entire career. Man, Karl Malone would body slam that white man if you seen him in person.
yeah, I think I could be wrong, but I think Karl Malone like used to work on like farm and stuff. Like he was like one of them like real like put the work in, like you know, almost like beef stew, you know.
Yeah.
But I just want people to like understand something. Like, just because we're not saying that LeBron is not the GOAT doesn't mean we don't respect him as a player. We got to stop doing this. Like, we got to stop doing this. And at this stage in his career, twilight of his career, dog, like, I don't know what else he can do. He had his shot. In his prime, he had his shot. I feel like the best chance he had to claim as the GOAT was when he went to the Heat and he dropped the ball. In that 4-year stretch to get 2 out of 4 with that group.
He should have won all 4 or at least 3 out of 4.
Hell yeah, at least 3 out of 4. Because in 2011, when they ran into the Mavericks, to me that series is what exposed him as not being a GOAT. We're talking about in every 4th quarter, man. Dirk is just dominating, man. Like they said in the 4 quarters of those series, Dirk outscored him 52-11.
Like total.
LeBron was like a -16, 18, bro. Like, when you can throw Jason Terry and JJ Barea on you, that's a joke. So, and we've always said again, everywhere he goes, he's not going to get it done the first year. It just doesn't happen. I don't know, man. I just think like people have to understand something about LeBron, bro. He showed you this with this last move to Philly. He needs a ton of assistance, a ton of help, and a whole lot of shit to go right. He just do. They just do. You seen other great players do a whole lot more with way less. Way less.
Yeah. Kobe.
Just
I tell you like this, and I know a lot of people don't agree with me. Even Kobe and Shaq 3 championships was less than what LeBron James had.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So, and people go do this ridiculous thing where they go say, oh, they had Derek Fisher or Rick Fox, or who else they have on that team? Robert Ory. Nobody was listen. Me and you was alive back then. That was like our prime of watching basketball. So you can't tell me like we wasn't alive. You know, nobody was talking about those guys like that back then. They was talking about them as role players.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I remember that one season, dude. I thought Portland was gonna get them.
Yeah. Remember,
When
I
they
remember. I was with the Lakers. You and Dave was with Portland.
I'm like, oh,
I
they going
remember that.
down. I'm like, it's a wrap. I'm like, it's over. Shaq and Kobe, y'all through.
Yeah. So it wasn't
They
even
can't-
like Shaq and Kobe. Yeah, they won 3 in a row, but it wasn't like they was a team that everybody thought was some dynasty that was going to win every single year. I mean, it got to a point maybe after their second championship, yeah, and then we were shocked when they lost in 03, especially in the second round. But you can't convince me. LeBron should have like 8 championships with the teams he had. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, if you throw one of those at Chris Bosh, like who compared to Chris Bosh back around Kobe or Shaq? You take Kevin Garnett, and I know Kevin Garnett better than Chris Bosh, but I'm just saying, you take Kevin Garnett and put him on the Lakers. Come on now. Come on. That's what I was saying. Like,
I mean, we talking about, man, they, you know, back when it was the Kings or the Blazers,
we thought
those
the Kings was
teams,
gonna
yeah, they just to me on paper, the rest of the roster was way better than the Lakers. Way better. So
we even talked about last week how that one game was rigged. Had that one game not been rigged, maybe they would have beat the Lakers. Because my man was betting.
Tim Donahue.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So don't give me that crap. Oh, LeBron had Shaq and all this stuff. Because we got all these idiots out here. Shannon Sharpe mad because people say he glazed LeBron. Comparing to Ahmad Rashad.
He trying to say Ahmad.
Yeah, go ahead.
He was trying to say Ahmad Rashad was glazing Jordan.
Yeah, like Ahmad Rashad don't do what you do. So this is my thing. All right, just cause Ahmad Rashad and Jordan hang out, like they can't be boys. That's what I'm saying. Cause ain't nobody mad if you boys with LeBron, but that's the thing. You're not boys with LeBron. We ain't never seen you hanging with him. We ain't never seen you doing nothing with him. Only thing you do is you diss Kobe and Jordan to lift up LeBron. Ahmad Rashad don't do that. Like,
Yeah.
so if we see Ahmad Rashad and Jordan hanging out, they could be boys.
Or you know, just again, like that's like how, you know, to me, how Stephen A brought Cam Newton on the First Take.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was like doing regular shows maybe 2 or 3 times out the week, whatever he was doing. And the moment Cam Newton had his own show and he brought Jason Whitlock on, you know, Whitlock and Stephen A don't get along. It's like, now Cam Newton and Stephen A done fell out.
Yeah.
Like end of the day, like,
yeah, that's what.
It's like end of the day, man. I that doesn't mean like not maybe should he have ran across him, maybe, but I just feel like Ahmad Rashad was able to, yeah, I'm cool with Jordan. I'm a little tighter with Jordan, but I don't have to like dog this person out, dog that person out just to make my point. And to me, Shannon constantly is doing that. Constantly. And I like Shannon Sharpe. I like Shannon Sharpe actually. I'm a fan.
I ain't gonna lie. I liked him better on not first take, Undisputed. Like that, I think that's when Shannon was at his peak. But now, like we didn't play like a few segments where he hating on Jordan and Kobe.
Man, big time, big time.
Like he always talk about how Kobe ain't do this, Kobe ain't do. Man, all right, Shannon. All right, Shannon. And then, let me show you something. This big nose food.
Stupid.
Right. I ain't put nothing up, but you probably know who I'm talking about.
What?
This food said what?
What you talking about?
This food.
Far and away, the biggest loser of this whole thing is the Lakers. LeBron James saved the damn franchise. That team, telling everyone who would listen what a pain in the ass LeBron is, led to a scenario where LeBron James was willing to play for the league minimum, but not for them. Turning the team over to Luka is totally understandable. It's a way to do that and keep an all-NBA caliber guy on the minimum. Every single move the Lakers made this offseason, re-signing Austin, trading for Walker Kessler, adding some athleticism. You could have done all of that and still brought LeBron back. And instead, they couldn't wait for the LeBron era to be over. Couldn't wait.
Hey, man, look. He right. They could have done all of that and brought LeBron back for the minimum. But you know what the problem with that is? They didn't want LeBron back. Like, he's talking as if the Lakers wanted this fool back. That's what's so crazy about him. Like, he's talking like the Lakers wanted him back. They didn't want him back. That was once they got Luka, maybe before they wanted Luka. I mean, maybe before they got Luka, they probably would have signed him. But once they got Luka, it was clear. Actually, wait, was it before that they didn't extend him? Because it was one year they didn't extend his
that was last year.
Last year. Before they got Luka, right?
Luka was there.
Yeah, so once they got Luka and didn't extend the contract, it was over. And these guys keep saying that he saved the Lakers franchise. Like, come on. These guys had 16 championships before he got there. Not to mention, they missed the playoffs his first year there. Hey, Mike, you want to hear something interesting?
What?
So, Michael Jordan with the Wizards, right? You know his first year there, right? You know his record, and people will always sit up and call Michael Jordan's years with the Wizards failures, which I'm fine with that. He didn't win nothing. You know, I'm not gonna make a bunch of excuses. But you know that his Michael Jordan first year with the Wizards is identical to LeBron James' first year with the Lakers. Like, they was on track. Huh?
Record-wise.
Yeah, record-wise. Like, they was on track to make it to the playoffs, everything. Michael Jordan went down. I think they was like 24-10 or something. I think that was like, I think it was like 24-10 or something. And then, you know, as we all know, he got injured. But people will forever say, oh, Michael Jordan couldn't do nothing with the Wizards. But then they'll say, oh, well, LeBron got injured. But I'm not going to pull nothing up. Y'all can do your own research. It's true. It's a fact. Their years was identical. And then the Lakers ain't do nothing until they got Anthony Davis. So if I'm Anthony Davis, I'm kind of mad right now. LeBron getting all this credit when the year he was there, he ain't do nothing. But when they got me, that's when he won a championship. I mean, I'm just saying, man. What you gotta say to this?
How did we get back on LeBron again? I'm done talking about this man, bro. Like people, this is just like so irritating. Like how, like no disrespect, to this man's career, what he's done. This guy's not a top 10 player in the league anymore, dude. Like what are we doing, man? What are we doing? What are we doing, Smith?
Hey, I mean, he not the remember that show I told you? You're right, he not the top 10 player, but he the face of the league. And he's deflating. This goes back to what I told you when Adam Silver was waiting on him and put it out there. Huh? You don't believe that? Who the face of the league?
No, I'm not, bro. He's not the face of the league, bro. He's not the face of the league.
Who is?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Who is?
It's not him. It's not him.
It is him. It's 1,000% him. And you know I don't mess with LeBron James,
bro. He was just trying to figure out his next destination, dog. He's not the face of the league, bro. He's not the face of the league no more, bro.
Bro, he is the face of the league because Adams. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not saying he's the face of the league like he's the best player of the league. I don't mean he's the face of the league because Adam Silver don't know how to operate without LeBron James, and he proved it by not making the damn schedule without him. And then once he figured out where he was going, he gave him the most games to watch on TV. He did that over Shea, over Luka, over what's your boy? Over Cade, over.
Bro, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but like, if you're talking about entertainment purposes, it's Maxey, LeBron, Jalen Brown, and Embiid. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna put them on. Yeah, I am. So that everybody around the world can watch them get their ass kicked. It's actually very smart.
I'm just saying he waited to do that. You could have made your schedule without LeBron if you're gonna do that, because Jalen Brown was already there. They was already a good team to watch.
Man, I'm not trying to sit up here and act like LeBron James being a free agent is not noteworthy to talk about. I'm not saying that, but bro, he was still left out there. Like, yeah, like just based off his name, his accolades. Yeah, but if you're talking about the face of the league and like still being top 10 player, I don't think I don't think he's a top 10 player, but I think when I say face of the league, I don't think that Adam Silver or whoever else in charge think the NBA can make as much money or get as much views without LeBron James. That's what I think. Do I think he's a top 10 player? No, I don't think that. I don't think that's true. I think the league will just be fine and go on swell.
I do too.
Swell.
I'm talking about what I think Adam Silver has shown is that he don't believe that. Am I wrong about that? He literally wouldn't make a schedule without LeBron James. Answer yourself this question: if Kevin Durant didn't make a decision, do you think they would have not made a schedule? If Shea didn't make a decision, would they have not made a schedule? Those are questions you got to ask yourself.
Why'd you say Shea? What are you talking about?
Like if Shea was a free agent and he didn't make a decision,
I believe that they should wait for them too.
Or Kevin Durant.
I believe he should wait for him too.
You believe he should, but do you think he would have?
Yeah, he might not say it publicly, but he would have. I believe he would have.
Publicly about LeBron.
Because how long it was taking? Because it was stupid. You informed the Lakers on July 1st you was gone, and then you took an extra 3 weeks to come up with your decision. Whatever, man. Stop playing.
Then I feel like the NBA needs to go away from building everything around him. Because it's just like, look, we talking about it right now. Why we talking about it right now? We ain't gonna lie because it's what gets the most views.
I'm not trying to talk about. You keep bringing us back to him. I was trying to talk about something else.
Listen, because I'm speaking facts. When we talk about the Pistons, People wasn't watching. Now that we talking about LeBron, people in here.
Who watching right now?
That's just the fact.
Who watching right now?
You name people. I don't know their name. Your mom. I don't know.
I ain't gotta talk about my mama and shit. I ain't got to talk about my mama and shit.
No, I'm messing with you though, but I just feel like they have enough stars. Me personally, I feel like they do have enough stars to go away from LeBron. I do. There's a lot of stars. Shit, we got one on our team. We should be on. I don't know how much we on TV. They didn't put out the schedule yet.
No, I don't think so.
But they conveniently put out that LeBron James is on the most got the most national games this year. Okay, K and the Pistons should have the second most. I can say second most. Probably the third most, fourth most, behind the Knicks and the Spurs.
Probably they probably gonna put the fit. They probably gonna go Philly, Knicks, Spurs, OKC. Then it should be Detroit.
Because I'm saying, like, you just said it yourself. The way Detroit came up, you can't tell me people don't want to watch that on TV. And we got an exciting player to watch in K.
Yeah, but you know the national media don't rock with Detroit, man. You know that.
If you don't make them.
If you don't make them.
I understand.
But
I think he got power to be like. I mean, I know they could push back, but you don't think he got power to be like, look, this is a new up and coming star right here. His team won 60 games. Like, he was on the team when they won, like, how many games we won that year? 12? I don't know. Our lowest
14.
He was on the team when they won 14 games. He went from that to now they got the best record in the league.
In the East.
In the East, yeah. Which is still incredible. I mean, not the same national games last year, but we should definitely be like above the middle of the pack. For sure. So I don't know.
Hey, it's always Detroit basketball all the time, Smith.
Yeah, because we live in Detroit.
Bro, hey, when I went to the playoff game, that's what they had on the shirts. Detroit basketball all the time. So we ain't got to worry about whatever they put on some TV or not. We don't give a F. We out here. They can't stop us, dog. Did nobody had us going 16-22? Did nobody, everybody, man, when K went down with that lung issue, everybody said, oh, we done. Detroit done. They might not win another game.
Yep.
And we just kept on. We held on to the number one spot. And we just kept on doing what our thing. I ain't tripping. Just like all of this hype about Philadelphia, man, please, bro. Please, bro. I ain't tripping.
I already know, honestly, and not to bring LeBron up again, but you brought up Philly. But honestly, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I thought Philly was gonna be a good team when they got Jaylen Brown. I think LeBron is gonna make them a little bit worse. I think LeBron is the factor where you say it's too much. That's what I think. Because we've seen it a lot. We've seen it with the Lakers. Kobe and they had Gary Payton, Karl Malone. I can't even like it was a gentleman's sweep with Kobe, and not Kobe made that damn shot. Yeah, I mean, we've seen this a couple times. You can't even say with the Heat, they didn't win their first time, like you said. I mean, basically, they championship was just like a regular team. If you really think about it, like the Bad Boy Pistons did what they did.
Yeah, it's people gotta understand something, man. How you build a roster doesn't mean you have to have 2, 3, 4, 5 great starters without having other people that can do other things who can contribute in other ways. You have a lot of ball dominant people in that starting five. You just do. They don't know what else to do without the basketball. So
We seen it in where Kevin Durant? Brooklyn. Then
yeah,
he went to Phoenix. We seen the
yeah.
same thing.
Just because you throw a bunch of scorers together does not mean that is enough to win a basketball game, let alone a final series. Embiid is a
But
horrible defender at the rim.
and he injured all the time.
He's injured all the time. LeBron is old. Tyrese
He
Maxey
injured
and
a lot
Edgecombe.
too.
Right. Maxey is not a great defender. Edgecombe is still getting in the league. This is second seat. Like, you're asking a whole lot, man. People have to do a lot of things differently they've never done in their whole career. And they bench, man. Look, bro. The only way that Philly to me is going to be able to survive unless everybody just play outside of their mind, just go bonkers. And I think that's asking a lot. I just think that's asking a lot.
Yeah, man. I mean, but it did work in Golden State. But I don't think those guys were as big as stars. It was big as stars when Kevin Durant got there. Yeah, they had one championship, but they also lost one. And they had already had the chemistry. He was really like the only addition. That's why I think it worked with them.
That's not fair to say that. Steph had one unanimous MVP, bro.
Well, I didn't say nothing about his MVPs. What are you talking about?
You said they weren't big stars.
All of them. He was. I'm talking about Draymond and Clay. Yeah, I'm talking about them two. Yeah, I know Steph was. But unless you got something that you want to talk about, man, we can roll up on out of here.
I'm good, man. Everybody just tuning in some NFL y'all want tonight. I know it's preseason, but hey, it's the first preseason matchup. Panthers Cardinals. Let's get it.
Lions.
That's next week, dog.
Hey, it's Detroit. It's Detroit every day. Lions, Pistons, Red Wings, Tigers.
Damn.
Yep. Every day. And